So, Matthew, there's nothing I enjoy more in the morning than a good hearty laugh, right? A good LOL moment.
Is that why you start off each morning with a shower?
Looking in the
Oh,
looking in the mirror.
yeah.
So this morning, the New York Times has this article. I'm showing it to the people at home. You can't see it, but the people at home can see it.
Okay.
Donald Trump shifting immigration tone stresses a fair approach. Holy cow, the pivot has begun.
Yes.
If we scroll down this article, we can see it says, this is a quote, "We want to come up with a really fair but firm answer," Mr. Trump said. "It has to be firm, but we also want to come up with something fair." So seems like a real pivot. And on Facebook, what we're seeing is a lot of people are sharing this and sort of just reading the headlines and saying that Donald Trump has really changed. What do you think?
Well, the New York Times says it's true.
So it must be. So
It must be true. But I think he was on O'Reilly and he kind of delved into this, right?
yeah, so let's take a listen. We're going to play this clip of
Yeah, let's not listen to the lamestream media.
yeah,
Let's go right to the Papa Bear.
Now, the great thing about Fox is that they just report and you decide. So
Exactly.
you get to just decide. Unlike those other stations that make you also report, which is annoying. So here's Bill O'Reilly. Donald Trump was on last night, The Factor. And let's hear what Donald Trump has to say.
And in the Impact segment tonight, there are reports Donald Trump may be changing his immigration vision. As you may know, just about a year ago, he said on The Factor he would deport millions of illegal aliens in a humane way, quote, humane way. That, of course, would require spending billions of dollars, hiring a bevy of new federal agents, and enduring extensive court proceedings, as we debated back then. Joining us now from Akron, Ohio, is Donald Trump. So the media, as you know, running wild with this. Are you...
How many hours a day do you think Trump practices that face? The scorny...
That's natural. I would like, maybe we can do some research afterwards. But O'Reilly says that he debated with him how much his deportation plan would cost last year. And like O'Reilly was saying, like he kind of pointed all this out to him in the court proceedings. Do you think that's really true? Do you think O'Reilly kind of laid it out into him before?
Well, you know how these things go. Even when they get a follow-up question, there's no follow-up to the follow-up. So if he did bring any of that stuff up, I'm sure he let him right off the hook. But let's continue with the interview.
really rethinking your mass deportation strategy?
I just want to follow the law. What I'm doing is following the law. You know, this was put out. We had a great meeting over the weekend with Hispanics and leaders of the Hispanic community, and we discussed a lot of different things, and this was one of the many things that was discussed. And one of the groups, one of the media outlets that have gotten everything about me wrong, including the fact that I'd never run, and the reporter actually said he'd give up his salary if he did. I don't think I've ever held him to that. But one of these media outlets said that they had word from one of the people. It turned out to be false. In fact, the people all denied it, Bill, and I think you probably have seen.
I don't know what he just said.
No one knows.
Okay.
But I want to get on the record once again.
We had a great, well, let me explain to you. We had a great
He did meet with some Hispanics, though.
Yes.
meeting with
It's
Hispanic
unclear,
leaders.
but clear. It's unclear if he met with the rapists, the murderers.
It must have been
or-
a dangerous meeting, right?
Yeah. Or maybe some of the good ones, because presumably there are some good ones.
I mean, yeah.
It was at Trump Tower, and it was very, very, I think it was very obvious what took place because they came out and they said
It's not obvious. That's why they're asking you.
exactly what took place, but the media got it wrong. We're going to obey the existing laws. Now, the existing laws are very strong. The existing laws, the first thing we're going to do, if and when I win, is we're going to get rid of all of the bad ones. We got gang members, we have killers, we have a lot of bad people that have to get out of this country. We're going to get them out, and the police know who they are. They're known by law enforcement who they are. We don't do anything. They go around killing people and hurting people.
Wow. Listen to how he's rounded those edges, a nice softer tone. He's really
Well, what I like is that he says that he acknowledged that there are laws, which is a step, I guess, and that the laws are very strong. But here's where Bill O'Reilly is. I can't see you. So in this whole video, Stephen can see me. I can't see him. So I don't know if you're sitting down. I don't know if you're prepared. But Bill O'Reilly is not a very good questioner. I know.
Really?
I know what you're thinking. Yeah. Because when he says that he's going to remove even these most horrible people in a way that will make your head spin, he says that your head is going to spin at least 3 or 4 times. So you know that's exactly what's going to happen. They're going to be out of here so fast. But he doesn't explain, and Bill O'Reilly doesn't ask him, well, how are you going to do that with the existing laws? Because we know the existing laws, there is something for expedited removal, for aggravated felons, and stuff like that, but there's still a court process that is going through, and people can have fear of return that has to be adjudicated. These people have to be housed somewhere. So it is, again, I think it's just a lack of understanding by Donald Trump, and it's all rhetoric, right? That's what the people want to hear. They want to hear that the bad ones are going to be got out as soon as possible, and this is, and right now, he's echoing exactly what Hillary Clinton has said in the past.
But what about this?